Oh no! Alright, folks, we're back. Think I know. Why do you do this to me, Freddy? Find the missing robot head.
Gosh, Freddy, nobody likes you. You're just like Seth Trundlemeyer.
No one likes Seth Trundlemeyer.
Yeah, Eric and I were talking earlier about like
Seth Trundlemeyer.
Yeah, and Eric's like, I just love like all the like the deep lore behind the.
Oh, you bitch! You got tricked. I was told there was a present in here.
I was told there was a present in here.
Don't you mock me. I'll kill you. With my own hands.
But yeah, and like Eric's like, I love just all the deep lore behind it. And I was like, Eric, you created that deep lore. What do you? I love the fact that you've like you've created this whole like scenario in your head of the and then he's like, yeah, Seth Trundlemeyer, like famed like author. I was like, they have jobs.
Yeah.
I was like, but they're not real. That's like number one, like the stipulation of having a job is being real.
Freddy. Woo! Nick of time.
I just like how he's like gaslit people into believing the Trundlemeyers.
Believe the legends.
The legend of the Trundlemeyers. The crimes of Trundlemeyer.
Absolutely. They had to have done something shady.
He like Stockholm syndrome. This like we call it a Stockholm syndrome joke, where like a joke is like,
now Joey.
Yeah.
Tell them the real name.
What's the real name?
The monkey wearing a top hat effect.
Ah, yes.
Because that was the originator.
That's the coin term.
Well, yes, that's what I call it, at least.
Okay.
Well, that's because that's what originated it. It was the thing with the monkey wearing a top hat when we were watching Annihilation.
Was that where it was from?
Yeah.
Why Annihilation of all things?
Well, because there was all this like foggy scene. They're like, "Oh my god, what is that?" And I'd like lean over and whisper, and like whisper to you, "It's a monkey wearing a top hat." And at the beginning, like, Eric, why do you keep saying that? That's not funny. But eventually, you were like, "Oh my god, this is the funniest shit in the world."
It's literally that is a fountain joke.
Yeah, it literally is.
Annihilation, full of romps and laughs. God damn it.
Right, Frederick.
Frederick.
Wow. Nature really is amazing, isn't it?
Yes, I was gonna say the wild robot, and I was like, that's a thing now.
That's a thing, yeah. It's a very good movie.
How'd you like it, Eric?
It was amazing.
Yeah?
It was really good.
I know you said, like, the trailer made it seem different than how it actually was, correct?
Okay, so what happened was, the first trailer kind of gave me the vibe it was kind of gonna be like Primal, or like the Bastion trailer from Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, almost no dialogue, like silent thing with this is just visual storytelling. But then in the second trailer, they reveal the talking animals. I'm like, oh god, it's gonna be another kiddie schlock film, But then I like listened to what the robots were, what everything was actually saying, and I thought about it. And like, No, this looks really good. This looks like it could be really good.
I want them to do like a Shyamalan twist at the end, where all the animal voices are in the robot's head.
I mean, sort of, just because like she like translates them. Woo!
Hello. You were primed and Freddy.
Yes, he is, isn't he? Primed and Freddy. That's good.
Thank you.
All right, is Roxy here? I don't see a Roxy. Good.
I don't know. Go around one more time. She might be there.
I see, Joey. For the sake of the joke, I might have, but I need to like conserve Freddy's battery. Freddy upgrade.
Oh.
What happens to him now? Can he shoot lasers from his eyes? Oh, we get more go-go juice.
Lasers shooting everywhere from the tips of her elbows.
Elbows.
You know where that's from, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I don't just sound like a madman, do I? Don't answer that.
You don't want me to answer that, Joe. No. Okay, tiled area.
Oh, Eric, there's Roxy.
Where?
Up on the wall.
Where?
Other wall. There you go.
Death by snoo. But
Yeah,
oh.
you know, someone told me recently. I was like, "Oh yeah, have you ever played any Resident Evil?" And they're like, "Yeah, I played Village." And I was like, "Why'd you play Village?"
You really love Resident Evil, or you just love tall lady?
And they're like, "Oh yeah, the gameplay was just riveting." It's like,
Sure. You say so, man. Hi, how are you?
Tell me you were there for the Dami Lami without actually telling me you were there for the Dami
Right.
Lami. But you were gonna say something. Eric, the area's restricted. You can't go there.
Sucks to be them then, doesn't it? Oh, but yeah, so I went down the most random rabbit hole yet. Hello.
Do you go down the Garf hole, Eric?
I did not actually. I went
Man, that bag is like oozing.
I went down the noodle hole.
Excuse me, Eric. That's a hole we don't mess with. Eric, you can't just start a sentence saying I went down the noodle hole.
I'm sorry. So, what started it? Oh, right, that's what it was. So, you know Mr. Noodle from Elmo's World, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was watching the Polar Express yesterday. I was looking at the cast list, and it turns out Mr. Noodle is in the movie.
Okay, I was like, how is he gonna relate the Polar Express to Mr. Noodle?
Because he's in the movie.
No, there's watching movies.
Eating lunch?
No.
No, never again. But yeah. So Mr. Noodle's in the movie, and I decided, just look into what else he's been in, because I knew he was in Jurassic Park and I knew he was in that. So it's like, oh, what else do you got, big guy? So turns out the noodle hole goes further than I thought it would. So first of all, there's 4 members of this noodle family. Fucking hell! I needed you.
Damaged head. Hey, Eric, that's what I got.
However, there is a staff repair station in the West Arcade. You will need a dance pass to access the West Arcade. Have you checked the party garages? The raceway was closed very abruptly.
But yeah, so first of all, there was 4 members to this esteemed Noodle family. There's the original Mr. Noodle, played by Bill Irwin. And might I add, do you know where else you might know Bill Irwin from?
Mm-mm.
He plays Lou Who on the How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh!
The Jim Carrey one, yeah. You'd never know that because, you know...
He's buried under all that makeup?
Well, then Mr. Noodle never talks, so you'd never be able to associate the voice. So, and funny enough, the reason that we got the second Mr. Noodle was because...
Noodle 2.0.
Was because that the first Mr. Noodle was busy with How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And so they got the second guy to come in and do it. Which, he did it. He did it as long as he could. Until he died.
Oh.
In 2003. Which I was like, oh my god, Mr. Noodle's dead.
I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
That's fucked up, Joe.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up, Eric.
Don't laugh at Mr. Noodle's death.
Continue with your noodle hole.
Apparently that Mr. Noodle was gay.
Huh.
Nothing wrong with that. I just thought it was a neat little thing. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And,
You tell me you like noodles, Eric?
No, I don't actually. You know I don't. Let's see, I have the dance pass. Where's the West Arcade? There's also been, in addition to the two, like, the Noodle brothers, there's 2 Miss Noodles. One of which was played by a pretty famous actress. What was her name?
Miss Noodle.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you got me there.
Do I?
Mr. Noodle.
I like you typed in Mr. and Siri correct. She's like, do you mean bombastic?
Mr. Bombastic. Kristen Chenoweth. Yeah, she played the first Miss Noodle.
Huh.
And
oh
yeah, her.
Oh no, he's the dad, right?
What?
He's the dad.
He's the dad.
He's the dad.
That's the dad. That's the original Mr. Noodle.
He's the one from Jurassic Park, right?
That one is.
Yeah.
The second Mr. Noodle's from Jurassic Park. The first Mr. Noodle was in How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Mm.
But yeah, Kristen Chenoweth was the first first Miss Noodle, and I guess she was also an RV.
Huh.
And I think she was also the original Broadway actress who played Galinda in Wicked.
Huh.
Yeah. And the last one, I don't know who she is. Sarah Jones. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar.
I thought. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking.
The movie.
Watching movies.
Watching movies.
No. Alphaba, I know, was played by Idina Menzel.
That is correct.
Who is Elsa? I almost said Frozen from Elsa. Yeah. Have you? Are you? I'm sorry. Did you have any more of your noodle hole?
Oh, so they had the 4 noodles that I just mentioned. They had those. I'm sorry. What?
What?
The noodle hole goes deeper. So. So I knew that they had like those 4 noodles from 1998 to 2007, but they swapped it.
I like you say they had those 4 noodles, like they came out like there was an expansion pack of noodles.
we had to expand the noodle lore.
Dude, like you get the new noodle DLC.
I got the noodle C. But yeah, so apparently they only had those till 2008 when they swapped them out in 2017 for 2 more noodles, and if what I'm reading is correct, one of which was played by Daveed Diggs.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, I didn't know that. That's crazy. But
He's in Snowpiercer, right?
he is. He's like the guy in Snowpiercer.
He's also in one of my favorite bands.
Oh really?
Yeah, Clipping.
He was also in Hamilton.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
He's also in the New Little Mermaid, but we don't talk about that.
Hamilton.
Little Mermaid.
What?
He was Sebastian in the Little Mermaid. But yeah, but see, that just begs the question for me. What happened in the 9 years between 2008 and 2017?
We were noodleless?
What was the gap? Like, what did they just cut the Mr. Noodle segment? Anyways, we're out of time. We'll talk more Mr. Noodle next time.